Hey there, and it's time for something different. I'm going to review what I just finished watching, which was Royal Rumble 2014, and I got to say, it was a good one. We're going to go match by match, and then we're going to talk about the Rumble, and there were a few surprises, and yeah, wow, the ending. Anyway, first off, we start the Royal Rumble up. Well, I got to give a shout out to, there was a pre-show match that had the Rhodes brothers, Cody Rhodes and Goldust, go up against the New Age Outlaws, guys that haven't had a tag team in about 14 years, and the New Age Outlaws from DX came back and are now the new tag team champions in the pre-show match, and that is pretty awesome. They got to do like a kind of a cool, kind of a weird, funny segment about halfway through the show. But let's get right into the first match. We got Bray Wyatt going against Daniel Bryan. And I gotta say, when Bray Wyatt was on before, as I think it was Husky Harris was his character, I really didn't like him. I really, really disliked Husky Harris. Didn't like the way the character was going. And I feel polar opposite about the Bray Wyatt character in this whole thing. Obviously, there's like Duck Dynasty jokes and stuff going on there, but I see this as more of like a Devil's Reject, Rob Zombie type of thing going on right now. I've got the Your Next mask coming out with one of them. If you've seen the movie Your Next, you got that sheet mask. It's just really, really cool. The match they put on was incredible. It went on for just the right amount of time. Great back and forth. Some great chances taken on by both guys. There were some amazing spots done in this match with Bryan and Wyatt. And I gotta say, they both impressed. They both came through a hell of a lot, and they had the crowd on their feet. This is awesome. Chants were going, and you know what? The match was awesome. It was a really great match, and Bryan and Wyatt, both of them, really, really stepped up their game and just put on an awesome match. A lot of people were expecting to see Daniel Bryan come back into the Raw Rumble. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, actually. But would you agree?
Yeah, best match.
Best match. Definitely best match. Next up, we got Brock Lesnar and The Big Show. Now, with two big power guys like this, we're not in for like the technical type of match that we're going to get with Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt. It's going to be a very different style match. This thing could have honestly been a serious, could have screwed up big time without going into the cursing part of what a cluster blank. It could have been really, really bad. And he took it in a different way. He took Brock Lesnar into like this, the Unmerciful, as he was called in the Paul Heyman kind of pre-match interview. And he comes out, starts whacking him with the chair, Big Show with the chair before the match starts. So the bell's not rang. It goes on to be a pretty vicious match. We get Brock Lesnar doing a comeback, to actually F5ing the Big Show, which was a pretty cool visual. It was not meant to be a technical match. It was a power match. It was a brutal match, and it got to show the brutality and the character change and the hunger of Brock Lesnar. It did everything that was supposed to do. Big Show took a lot of smacks in this match. He did a great job doing it, and I gotta say, overall, this is not a technical match. This is not one of those, 5-star wrestling matches. But for what it had to do, its place, it had to come after the Wyatt Bryan match, so it couldn't come out there. You couldn't top that in any type of wrestling aspect. Neither one of these guys were going to top it in a wrestling aspect anyway. But they came out there and they performed an entertaining, short match. Awesome brutality. Actually showed the characters of both men, and actually advanced both characters into going into WrestleMania. So overall, I gotta say, it impressed me for what it was. This is not a big wrestling match. It's a power match, and it's just meant to showcase and highlight Brock Lesnar being a brutal, vicious animal. Just the chair shots that Big Show took were incredible. He took an amazing amount of chair shots, and there was some great editing and some great camera work during that match that I gotta say I was really impressed by. Thoughts?
Yeah, same thing. Short but powerful.
Now, we get to the Randy Orton John Cena match. Oh,
painful.
It was painful. You're right. These guys protect themselves and each other so much throughout this match. It is slow. It is plodding. I'm not a hater of John Cena or Randy Orton. I'm not one of the guys that come on and like slam them unnecessarily. I don't think that's right. I think that gets done way too much. But this time they deserve it. This is a bad match. It is slow. It's almost methodically bad. I thought maybe one of these guys are going to be in the Rumble and they're trying to protect themselves from the Rumble. Neither one of these guys are in the Rumble. There's no excuse for putting off such a lackluster match. It is a horrible match. It goes really slow. There's this part in the match where John Cena is thrown into the ring steps. He goes laughably slow and actually puts out his arm and just pushes the ring steps so that they'll get more of a distance. And it looks really bad. Everything these guys do in this match is just so bad.
No chemistry.
No, and these guys do have chemistry normally in the ring. That's the problem. But there's no chemistry in the ring between Orton and Cena. Yeah, they're bored. The crowd's bored. There's booing. There's boring chants going on, and I can't blame them. The end of the match, ring goes dark. The Wyatt family comes in, saves the match. Orton retains the title. Cena loses thanks to the Wyatts. After the match, Bray comes in and performs his patented move on John Cena, and that's kind of like John Cena looked like he was hurt. He looked like he did have some sort of concussion. The lights weren't going on in John Cena's eyes when he was going up that ring. Either he's a much better actor than I thought, or yeah, he has some sort of concussion. He definitely was looked hurt, but I think he's going to rest up, be fine in a few days. Now let's get to the Rumble. The Rumble started with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and from the Shield. So Rumble started well. It was a strong start to the Rumble. We got a lot of people coming in. CM Punk would last almost all throughout the Rumble, as would Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns would be dominant in this Rumble. Roman Reigns would go to break a record. He would eliminate 12 people. 12 people in the Rumble. Amazing. He did an incredible job. Every one of the members of Shield are going places right now. They got great chemistry. They're great in the ring. Roman Reigns isn't the greatest talker yet, but he can get there, and he doesn't have to be because he's such a powerful guy, and he has such a presence in the ring. It showed throughout the match, the Rumble, and I mean, we saw some surprises. Kevin Nash comes into the Rumble. He's in for a short time. El Torito is in the Rumble, and actually eliminates Fandango, which made me very happy because I'm not a Fandango fan. Have to say, it was pretty fun, pretty incredible to watch that. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, I think, were expecting Daniel Bryan in this Rumble. When the 30th person comes in and it's Rey Mysterio and it's not Daniel Bryan, you can see a shift, a change in the audience immediately. It was coming before that, but we get an all-in-out turn on the match. These guys have been breaking their backs. A lot have been in there like performing great. Batista's come back. He's doing his Batista thing, eliminating people, being the Beast and stuff like that. But people wanted Bryan in there. Bryan's name is chanted. The no is chanted when he's not in there. The no, 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 no. It was incredible to realize exactly how popular Daniel Bryan has become. Him not being in the match has overshadowed him actually being in the match, winning or losing it. And I think WWE has got to take notice of this, and they probably already have. They're holding out, and they're making people want more. I can see that, and I think may not have been the best choice this time around. We get to the end of the Rumble, and we're stuck with the last two people, and the last two people are Roman Reigns and Batista. Everything that Roman Reigns does at this point is cheered like crazy. Everything that Batista does and everything that he did since he got in the ring has been booed. Batista's return has been met with a very, very negative response. I was amazed. I don't watch this on a regular basis. No, I try to watch when I can, but I do like to watch the Rumble. I do like to watch WrestleMania, and I am trying to get back into it. I am going to be getting the WWE Network, and I think that's going to be really, really fun and a great time to get back into watching some wrestling. Now, Reigns actually, I got to say, he eliminates both of his Shield partners in one part of the match. And I'm sure this is going to cause some of the friction that's going to help break up Shield. Earlier on in the match, Dean Ambrose tried to eliminate Seth Rollins, and you're starting to see cracks in the Shield. We've seen them before. It's been further brought through here. And at the end of it, you know, there's the spoilers all the way through here. Just so you guys know, Batista wins the Rumble in a chorus of boos. They had to pipe the music, blast it loud, and pipe in cheers so that you can't hear the boos over the music and the piped in cheers. The announcers have to actually pretty much scream out what they're saying at this point. Batista does not look happy in the ring with the reaction that he's been getting. Overall, great Rumble. Some cool surprise entrances. JBL comes in for a very short and kind of comical entrance. You kind of know when he's going to go out in the Rumble. It's very fast. It's done. It's telegraphed, but it's just a little comical thing in there to give you just a little bit more surprise in the Rumble. And overall, I got to say, I really enjoyed this Rumble. The only thing that really bothered me was the Orton and Cena match. It was really not good. It was a bad match. The Wyatt Daniel Bryan match alone was worth getting this pay-per-view for. It was an incredible match, and I can expect this to be something that they can move on to make match of the year type candidates. Again, Brock Lesnar, Big Show, it's what you expect. Actually a little bit better than what you expect, because they didn't go the slow plotting regular match. This would not work for these guys. These guys do not have the chemistry to do something like that, but for what they did it well. The Rumble itself, I thought was great. Great moments of Kofi Kingston. He's got a great leap back into the ring. They brought a new guy in there from Bulgaria. I can't remember his name right now. He's from NXT, so if you guys watch wrestling, you probably know who it is. They brought him in strong, and he came in like a beast, eliminated somebody, and just was really strong. It was a great intro for this guy here. I've never seen him before. I'm not an NXT watcher, but he makes me kind of want to watch, because this guy I can see going places in the future. I see him kind of like a monster bad guy, kind of a heel type character. And overall, I got to say, Rumble was great. Really surprised with the boos, but amazed at exactly how popular Daniel Bryan has become. So wow, American Dragon Bryan Danielson has really become a popular guy in the WWE. I never would have thought that he would get this far. I wanted him 2 years ago, back in the day when I used to play that wrestling game. Oh my God, what's it called? Anyway, it was one of those wrestling sim type games that you play on the computer. If you guys remember what the name of it is, let me know down below, because I can't remember right now. And he was like my champion. Him and CM Punk and someone else. I can't remember the third guy. I'm not sure if he's in wrestling anymore. But great one there. Have I missed anything in Rumble highlights?
No, that's pretty much it. I felt bad for Batista.
Yeah. My better half felt extremely bad for Batista. You know, he didn't deserve this. He's gone out there to do what he, what he gets paid to do, and some of his popularity really hurt Batista's, and it's a shame. But it was a fun Rumble. Batista won it, and I'm not disappointed. It'll be interesting seeing Batista going to WrestleMania. There's going to be some great matches there, and Daniel Bryan, I got used to saying his name now. Daniel Bryan will have his day, and he had his day tonight. He definitely overshadowed other parts of the Rumble. He did not have to be in the Rumble to be popular. He was popular anyway. So everybody that's kind of angry right now that Daniel Bryan is not in the Raw Rumble and that he's not headlining WrestleMania, he's doing just fine. And I think tonight really showed it. Thanks for watching. And I've been wanting to get tea for the last 2.5 hours, but I've been watching this here, and I've been watching it steady. Right now, for me, it is time for tea.